Look at that mountain. That's wow.
Wow,
Oh,
hey, it's
uh-oh.
all right, sing our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought bright and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yeah, it's the program. Once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and then we start talking.
We'll be here for an hour.
That's right, a whole hour. One segment of the day. 1/24th of every day. It's on here and saying stuff to you, viewers. And hi, Carl.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Oh, I hope it's going.
There it goes. It was not going for a minute there.
Oh, no.
Doing well, huh?
Yeah.
Better than yesterday, then. Yesterday was okay. Today is well. I think that's a step up.
Well, I was...
Well.
Well.
No.
Well. I don't know. Maybe it is a step up because I was inspired to put something on the back of these this line of apparel that I'm working on myself.
Fashion.
Yeah. On the reverse side. So.
What'd you put on there?
Nothing yet, but on the walk down, I was just kind of inspired by, so we played apples to apples today.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, I think it's the best.
Nope.
And one of the red cards that someone had an answer for the green card that was just basically a descriptive word like happy or I don't know that melanchi would be a word on the green card.
Melanchi?
Like sad.
Melanchi.
Right. So, but one of the answers was a red card that was like MC Escher, and so I was like, I had a little bit of a it could be a brain fart or like maybe an aha moment, and I was like,
it's like one or the other.
Yeah,
it's either a brain fart or an aha moment. Those are like opposite
maybe
things.
It could be the same thing.
Those are like opposite things, though.
That's another opinion that you're sharing, which is good.
Well, a brain fart.
Continue to share your opinions, Kenny.
A brain fart is when you like forget a thing and you're trying to make a connection and it doesn't work, and an aha moment is when you make a connection and it does work and you're like, it's like your brain is working really well.
Okay, well, it's super spontaneous, both and neither.
But right when you get a aha moment, it means everything is going well, even more better than you expected, and you make a connection in your mind, and it's like your mind is running on full force, right?
Something.
Right? That's what an aha moment is, right? Would you think?
Right.
And then a brain fart is when you trying to think of things and it doesn't work, and you're like your mind makes like improper connections, or you just can't. It's not working right.
Yes, exactly.
So they're kind of
it's both of them.
Things.
No, it's so I'm kind of getting a little bit into the yin and yang moment here, trying to see the positive in things and whatnot. Given that Trump is kind of releasing some of the stuff that he's having in this administration. So the Renus Pubis or whatever, he's like the chairman for the yeah, something like that. He's the chairman for the RNC, the Republican National Party. But he's like what Debbie Wasserman Schultz was, that got headed off to Donna Brazil, but for the Democrats. And he's now the I guess going to be the spokesperson, to answer press questions and throughout the morning, or like a press conference, and maybe an hour or an hour and a half or whatever. And there's another person that is like an advisor. It's like this CEO or COO of Breitbart, Steve Bannon, yeah. And so it's like got all these kind of I would say controversial people to kind of be the figureheads within the White House, which is going to be, it's going to be interesting. People should start writing their letters right now of what they want to see from the Trump presidency or whatnot. But yeah, other than playing apples to apples, there wasn't too much that was going on today.
Happy birthday.
Merry Christmas.
Did you win?
No, I didn't win. I never win at games, Kenny. Especially games at well, maybe I probably should not say never, but usually I don't win games. But I guess it's the fun in playing games or whatever. Being able to allow people to win so much that they're confident and know what they're doing, so that when I do get my game face out, it's like and it certainly it's kind of harder to like pull yourself back a little bit, from like a 3 or 4 player game or 5 player game or something like that. So we had 6 players play apples to apples.
Yeah. Apples to apples, and there was no winner, or?
Oh well, yeah. No, there was no winner really, because someone had to leave about 15 minutes before group ended, and the group facilitator did a checkout anyway. So, Carl, what did you think of apples to apples? I hated it. I didn't win. Mm-hmm. And yeah. So when I got home yesterday, that was 2 days ago. When I got home 2 days ago, I was like, what is this thing about minimum wage that I'm missing?
Yeah.
So I went home and I said, is rent? How much is rent? Is rent like a third of income or whatever? Because it's a third of my income. The housing, the office checks my monthly income, and it calculates from that what my rent should be. And so I'm like, okay, well, if it's a third of everyone's income, then that's going to be an interesting math figure out problem thing or whatever. So I was like, okay, minimum wage
Math figure out problem thing.
times 40 days a week, or 40 hours a week times 4 weeks in a month would be like some number, I forget, but I divided that by 3 for a third of that income, and a third of that income is like not more than 500. It was 525 or something a little bit less than that, but I was like, wow, okay, 525, but I don't see to know where there's rent that's $525 a month. All the rent that I look at,
There's places
is like $700 or whatever.
There's $500 places or less.
Yeah, well, so the saying goes, when when I was trying to, maybe think about showing, some part of my anatomy, you said, you can do it, but it doesn't mean that you should. People can pay rent, that low, but it doesn't mean that they should, because, there's probably like cockroaches and whatever else. And
well,
even if it is affordable, there's a limited amount of people. Everyone would want to get that and just like save $200 or $300 or whatever. And I kind of think that maybe your position on Sunday was
why
a little
you think
bit
people
wrong.
I think having any kind
Or
of home
Saturday.
is enough.
Was that Saturday?
Having anything more than a house and a home to live under, and you have your basic needs met.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that is not something that we need to, and it's not something that it should be.
Yeah, but if you can't
demanded.
have your wage accommodate, a third of your income, I read somewhere else, when I was like, okay, gotta search for all this math, you would need to work 78 hours a week to be able to have this kind of,
Not everybody has the luxury of
$900 or $800.
Yeah, that's an expensive place. So not everybody has the luxury to be able to pay.
I know.
To have to be the rent to be 1/3. Sometimes it's like up to like maybe a half or more. Then you still have enough money to live, though. You're still living.
Well, yeah, you're still living, but rent should always be a third of one's income, because it is
Why?
a third of my income.
Yeah, because you're subsidized totally, and
Right.
It's not fair to.
But so I was looking at economist websites, and they're like, some websites actually said 1/4, and I was like, 1/4. That's, maybe a little bit too low.
I think all these people are selfish, and if you're demanding that people deserve inherently, things, I don't understand why people think that everybody deserves nice things inherently, and you don't need to live that way. Why don't we live and go back to be living in these huts? We're too everybody is spoiled.
You don't believe that.
What?
You don't want to live in a hut.
I think we could live in a hut if it came down to it. Everybody's so spoiled that everybody deserves.
You would live in the
hut?
You would live in the hut?
I would live in a hut if it came down to it, and I wouldn't be complaining about it and saying that that's not like a demand. It's not like something that you get inherently. It's not a human right to have an amazing lifestyle. You get maybe your own.
No, but the case remains to, be restated that, people should not live, for, something that's extravagant, of course.
Yeah.
But, something that is rent that is, a third of one's income.
And you think it's everybody else's responsibility to make sure that all those other people have enough money to live? Because that's what minimum wage means to me. That that means it's everybody else's responsibility, because we're forcing all the people to pay these people to do this stuff, and you think that they you should get money. You're getting all the money like that, so there's not a space for you to be having a position, really.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a member of Olympia. I can have the same sort of a position that, you know.
Yeah, but your rent no matter what is what? Oh, that's Yellow Fellow. It's a third of your rent, no matter what, and that's not everybody gets that luxury.
Well, no, but everyone should have that luxury.
Why? I think
because that's what economists say.
Who are these economists? Everybody that's spoiled.
Yeah,
they're trying to spoil everybody.
No.
Yes.
When I was trying to fill in the details within the Google search, it was coming out. You know, it's like somewhat of a standard fact or given belief that rent should be. When I was doing the Google search, it filled in the rest of my search. You know, like when you. For example, when you type in Hillary Clinton, rules? You know, sometimes people would, you know, also have like criminal.
Hey, this is Mark.
Oh, hey, Mark.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes people would say, you know, Trump, you know, like bad person or whatever, like the autocomplete of the Google search.
Why would you search that?
I was I'm just making that as an example.
Washington already has the highest minimum wage in the country. You want more higher?
So John,
higher?
Well, Jim Cooper wants to raise it higher. He wants to make it, you know, $10 or $15 an hour.
All that's going to do is make everything more expensive, and then minimum wage.
Well,
and then things that you could buy for $10 that cost $15.
Well, it's continual catch up because you need to. I get reassessed for my
you're not
income every.
Not everybody has the luxuries as you have.
What to have a reassessment? You know that's
what
for
somebody else
you
to
have
be doing
taxes.
your finances.
No, people pay taxes. You know, it's like you go into H&R Block and you pay your taxes for that year.
Yeah, do you pay your taxes?
You get reassessed every year. It's you know.
Everybody else has to reassess themselves.
Well, okay. What are you not a fan of paying taxes either?
I don't want to pay taxes.
Well, taxes are the entrance fee that you get for a civil society.
Yeah,
so
I know how they work, but I mean, I understand that you have to pay taxes.
If you have a movie ticket and you say, I want to go to America, I want to, you know, enjoy America.
I understand what taxes are, but nobody wants to pay them.
I want to pay them.
Yeah, you do, dude. But do you pay them?
Yeah.
I would
pay
rather,
that for, you know, like
I would rather keep that money.
Sales tax.
Would you rather keep that money?
Sales tax. Yeah.
Why would you not rather keep the money? I mean, who wants to pay taxes?
Well,
I understand
to build roads, bro.
I don't want to do a lot of things.
I want to build roads, and I want to, you know, encourage, you know, other road building to happen. Bridges are an interesting marvel to have.
I don't think all the tax money is going to the roads, though. I think a lot of the tax money is going to things that I don't agree with.
Like what?
I don't know, like too many laws and cameras on police officers and wars. And
so you don't want cameras on police officers?
I don't want that, and I don't want to pay for that. And I don't want to pay for schools. I don't want to pay for wars. I don't want to pay for schools.
I can agree with wars.
I don't want to pay for politicians' salaries. I don't want to.
Well, if you think that a lot of people are stupid in today's generation, how is taking money away from schools going to help with education in future generations?
I didn't say I think a lot of people are stupid. I think people are smart enough. They don't need to go to school. Why do we have to pay for? Why are we paying for school?
So they are smart enough. You can take away schools, and then 2 or 3 generations down the line, they will become less intelligent, and then we do need to invest,
I think we could
4 or 5 generations down the line.
I think we could reestablish the school
more
system.
Education.
I think
less
the way the school
rather than less.
The way the school system is set up right now is overspending, and we don't need to be spending as much as we are on schools. We could be spending a lot less.
Well, I agree with Common Core. That probably needs to go. The standardized testing.
Lots of things. lots of things that our schools have money for, and I don't use. Or maybe maybe I should be able to go into the school at night and live there, because what are they doing with that school at night? I'm paying for it with my tax money. If I could crash at the school at night, then I wouldn't have a problem now. So maybe they should allow
gymnasiums.
That. Yeah, let everybody who doesn't have a home sleep in the gymnasiums at nighttime. We're taxpayers. That building is paid with my tax money. And if I go there, they're like, you can't be in here at night. What are you doing? I paid for this building.
Well, maybe it will be a whole lot of things will probably be reassessed with this Trump candidacy, presidency.
Shut down the schools, Trump.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Mark, guitar player.
Hi, Mark.
Wondering, it's November.
Yeah,
we thought we'd do the November thing.
We've been trying to call you.
November thing. Yeah.
Play guitar and chat a little and
shooting the breeze. Shooting. Bam.
Hopefully we can get something going. I want to get a date set.
We're gonna help you do that. We're
my number is. Bye.
Mark's watching the program as he's calling us. Let's call him back. Here it goes. I know his number now. Somebody give me $1.
Well, if a lot of people are searching for, a third of income to be for rent, then it must be true.
I don't think that's how truth works. Truth by consensus? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Whatever everybody thinks, what the majority of people think that's what truth is, I think that's not how truth works.
Well, like I said, it was...
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
It's the program. We're on TV. How you doing today?
I was waiting probably another hour till I turn you on.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on. We're taping now, though.
Oh.
What are you doing? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Remember you said something to the effect that we go till not December, but
yeah, November. We're going to be going.
November.
We'll be trying to go to your place maybe next week. How about next week?
Hey, that'd be great.
I'm not sure what day I have. We have to coordinate a day when me and Freddie are both free.
Uh-huh.
And you too, but you don't do that much, right? You're free most days, right?
I'm pretty much on my own, doing my own thing. I'm not doing anything really.
So we'll figure out what day. Ow! I was playing with the spring and I smacked myself on the face.
Oh.
Anyway, next week.
I usually just play it by ear,
Yeah, we'll do it next week sometime.
Yeah.
I'll play it by the day.
We'll go to every place. You want to go to see Mark's place, Carl?
Yeah, I'll play it by the day, though.
We can bring to Mark's, or we can bring Carl to your place, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Good. Carl, it's okay with it. It's okay with him.
Yeah, but I'll play it by day.
Why, you don't want to go to Mark's place?
Why don't we just let it happen as it happens?
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week. Next week sometime, probably.
You know what I could do is buy some chips and dip and munchies and stuff and...
Yeah, that sounds good.
You guys can eat whatever you want to eat, you know.
I like that. I like chips and dip. I do like that kind of stuff. Who doesn't?
Something to keep your teeth busy, you know.
Who doesn't like dip?
Yeah.
Crazy people, weirdos.
Oh, come on.
Crazy.
Let's not call people names, Kenny.
Crazy idiots.
It's a very tender time at American politics right now.
Crazy non-munchers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. That's right, Mark. We'll see what day.
I'll show you crazy. Ah!
How about just show up and from now on, within a week or so, you know.
Yeah, next.
Just expecting you if you're being expected, you know.
Okay.
Next week we'll figure out. Well, actually, I think next week I probably only have Thanksgiving off. So maybe it'll have to be the week. Maybe it'll have to be the week after that. Maybe even tomorrow. Well, no, let's not do it tomorrow. I think maybe
tomorrow.
Well, next week I have Thanksgiving off, and then the next week after that is the first Friday. So I'm gonna be doing that Friday. So maybe in the first week of or second week of December, Mark.
That sounds great.
Okay. Well, either next week or the second week of December, we'll be going over there. What's new with you, Mark? Have you seen anything on the streets?
Not really. We saw a car. It wasn't any wreck or nothing, but there was a cop car around 2 cars, you know.
Yeah. What are they doing?
I don't know. They're in their car, you know.
Yeah.
Were they eating donuts?
Did they have donuts?
We had to go around instead of going through the same block. We had to go around the block to get there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't either.
Going around blocks.
Yeah. Well, hey, Mark, we'll see you next week or the second week of December, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Mark. We got a hold of him. It's kind of hard for some reason to get our schedules coordinated. I don't know why. It's so hard.
He might be turning in right at 11:30 and sleep with the TV on. Maybe.
Yeah. Why would that make it harder?
Well, we tried calling Mark before, and his mom would answer. And she would say, "Oh no, he's sleeping right now." So, but I don't want to
that's your
get in people's sleep schedules.
That's your impression of Mark's mother?
Well, yeah, because that's
Hey,
how I heard her talk
program.
before.
This is Steve, and I'm calling regarding the shirt that I'm leasing right now. Currently.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I just wanted to officially tell you that today I'm predicting that the number for the dice game that's going to win is going to be the number 5.
Ah.
It's going to be 5 today. It's not
What?
my usual choice. I usually choose number 4, but I'm going to go with 5 because this is a game of foresight, so it's going to be my decision. So hopefully,
I think that's a good decision.
hopefully 5 wins today.
I bet Carl does too.
And,
Carl always thinks that's a good decision.
I finally get to keep the shirt, but currently it's not my shirt, so I'll keep calling back until I win. So 5 is my official choice, and if I win, you should call me. If I don't win, you probably don't have to call me because I'm probably going to be guessing for a long time. So this is my 5 for the day today. Okay.
All right, Steve.
Thank you.
Here we go. Let's start it off with Steve to get Steve wants to win. Carl.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get him one.
Okay.
We're writing down numbers on our hands between 1 and 6, or you can call like Steve and tell us your number. And if you do, then we'll roll and you can win a shirt. Dude, where's the shirts? Do you see the shirts over there? I don't see them. Yeah, there they are. YDHWM shirts. That's going to be Carl's new outfit in a couple days here. When you switch your outfit to that t-shirt, right?
No.
Yeah? What?
No.
No! No! Here we go. Let's play the dice game.
Sorry, I can't please everyone. I might as well just please myself. However that song goes.
What song?
It was an oldie but goodie, so.
I don't know what song. Oh, you can't always get what you want? That song?
The
Rolling Stones song?
Sure. I didn't know it was that much of a hard rock. I thought it was kind of like more of a folksy song, but whatever.
I don't think Rolling Stones is like hard rock.
Yeah, but they're not folksy, but I remember...
I think they're a little folksy.
No, it was kind of more down-tempo than what Rolling Stones would play, but...
Okay.
I don't know.
Here we go. Not the Rolling Stones, that's at least that much. Slayer? Was it Slayer? Carl's rolling the dice. He's shaking it up in the official YDHWM dice chalice. It's 5. Hey, Steve.
Wow.
You're on your way, Steve. Just like you wanted.
Yeah. Amazing.
Amaze balls.
How that works out like that.
Yeah, Mr. Ginsu, a band called us, but they didn't leave a message. You gotta leave a message. I'm not gonna acknowledge text messages anymore. I'm just not acknowledging them, especially from bands.
Well, you can't even read them?
No. If you're a band and you want to come on the show, you gotta call and you leave a voicemail. I'm not gonna acknowledge the text messages.
Well, what if someone...
Well, no, I'm not acknowledging them, period.
But...
no what ifs, no acknowledging, no.
But...
No buts. No buts. No what ifs, no buts. Here, we're calling Freddie, the producer.
Not even the
drunk
I'm answering.
No what ifs, no buts. Hey, Kirsten.
I'm answering the program, so, because I don't want Freddie to talk to the program.
Why?
Because then he wouldn't be talking to me.
But you're talking
and
to
then
us.
I would be...
Yeah. But you're talking to us and you're not talking to him now.
There's a rift developing in the planet.
I know. I'm
feel it.
showing Freddie what it's like to always be the one always be the one that's talking to the program and not him, and he's just doing nothing now.
What is he doing? Is he sad? Are you making
he's sad.
Are you making him feel bad? Is that what you're trying to do? Is it working?
I'm trying to make him feel bad, and he is.
Well, good for you.
I can hear him off camera, though.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm just getting back from school, and...
What'd you learn today?
We were talking about... Well, I was just talking about how there's no parking downtown anymore, and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, every time I try and park by my house, it's so full. Like, this year, out of any other years, I've had to park in the alleyway and just put on my hazards to, like, stop at my house for a second.
Did there used to be more parking?
Did there used to be more parking?
Did there?
Yeah, there's more people.
Really? There's more people downtown than before? Oh, because of the apartments or what?
I feel like there's more people or more people driving or something. Because it's always so packed.
I don't know. I feel like it's always been packed, but I guess I haven't noticed. I don't really drive downtown, so...
Where's Olympia's parking garage?
Yeah, we need a parking garage. Another one.
I wish the Martin had a parking garage.
What about...
Where's the first one?
What about that giant parking garage that's like behind where Freddie used to live?
Yeah, but that'd be so hard to like, carry all my stuff home every day.
Oh, yeah?
And it's so far away.
You have too much stuff, maybe.
Is that the...
Yeah, but I have to bring my stuff for all day of living, like my computer and all my homework and my work stuff and my lunch and my dinner and water and clothes.
That stuff doesn't fit into a bag, into your backpack?
It is in my backpack, but it's heavy.
But you just have one backpack's worth of stuff? I don't think that's too much stuff to carry.
Well, I have a backpack and a bag also.
Oh, 2 bags? Yeah, that's a lot. You should get more parking. Maybe you should just go out there and put some cones in a parking space by your house, and then when you get back, move them.
Okay.
And they're your own cones, and you just put them there, and then it seems like, hey, oh, I can't park there, and then you move the cones, and nobody's gonna, because you put them there in the first place, you're not gonna get in trouble for moving them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Good. You got to get some cones, though. I think they sell them at Home Depot, maybe. Cones?
Yeah, I could probably get it, or I'll just take one from where all the cones are all over the place.
Yeah.
And put them on my yard.
And then leave them there, and then you can have a parking space all the time.
Because it's like my yard.
Yeah.
And there's people are in it.
Yeah, stay out of your yard. Kid, and then if you put your cones there, the worst thing that could happen is that somebody's going to take the cones, and then that's the only negative consequence. So I think.
Well, if you build a wall.
Build a wall.
Yeah, build a wall. Then what?
Yeah, then she can always park wherever she wants to park behind that wall.
Yeah, but we're just going to put the cone. The building of the wall is kind of major, but the cones are less construction than that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kirsten, how's the production been going, Kirsten?
It's going good. We're really far ahead, and things are going very well. Just couldn't be better, really. We're got episodes scheduled on TV and on YouTube. YouTube has got a really good stride going. We're all the way scheduled out to like Thursday on YouTube. So keeping ahead, and after today we will make it through the weekend, and yeah, things are good. Things are great. Yeah, no problems.
Have you noticed the parking issue?
Yeah. It definitely seems like there's a lot less spots. The same amount of spots, but it just seems like there's a lot.
Well, they took
out a lot harder to park when you're trying to come downtown.
They did take out that big parking lot where a lot of people parked, and that was probably like 50 spaces, and they built that apartment building right on top of that parking lot. Remember?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
It was a parking lot.
Does that building have a parking garage in it though?
Yeah, but
it does.
It might.
But the parking garage is full of the people who live in the building. So
right. So I mean, other than the minus the 50, in theory they wouldn't be adding more new people. You would hope. But I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think it evens out. I think that they got rid of more spots than they added with the people who are living there, because it was like the people who were living there weren't downtown before. Now they're downtown and in that spot where the parking spaces are.
Yeah, that's true.
I got $2.
Wow, Kirsten's researching design.
Design?
Yeah, design. And I'm making popcorn.
Wow, popcorn is loud.
The popcorn's loud, yeah. I'm pouring little kernels of popcorn into a metal bowl.
Ah, okay. Well, hey, we gotta keep going. You got anything else you want to say?
Bye, program.
Bye.
Oh no! Hey, actually, there was those people blocking the train, and they were singing Native American chants out there.
Oh, I feel like that's cultural appropriation.
I think it might be, unless maybe the tribe has joined them or something. But I thought that they heard the tribe kind of told them that they weren't involved. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I just heard that. But they're still there, still blocking the trains.
Upset cultural appropriation?
Yes, it does, because white people are always fighting for minorities in this town without even, I think, getting permission from the minorities who are trying to get fought for.
So that's a problem?
Yes.
So I should not wear a pin on my shirt to kind of help people that are anxious about going to the bathroom without
I think specifically, and on one hand, I think it's kind of a better form of protesting what they're doing there, where they're actually literally blocking a train.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. But they're doing it in a way where it's like
we're doing it for Standing Rock. You know, those people, the tribes at Standing Rock, and they're like, well, we didn't really ask anybody to stop the train, which is like, you know, kind of hurting economic stuff in the town, and maybe even in the place where the train was going to go. So, I mean, wearing a pin is one thing. I don't think that's what we're talking about, but it's like, you know, direct action. It's like, I don't know.
People should mind their own business. All right. Hey, thanks, Freddie. We have 15 minutes left. We got to call Yellow Phone District too.
But
okay, bye.
The ability to breathe is my own business. I don't want to inhale carbon crap. I want to inhale oxygen.
Mind your own business. Here, let's. Who are you?
But
who are you?
Fresh air is my business,
no,
just like
not.
fresh water is. Well, if it's not my business, then why do you want me to drink water if it's not sanitary? I'm not drinking stuff that
You're not drinking it anyway, so there's no point. There's no.
I would.
It's not. No, you wouldn't.
No,
you don't drink water because you don't like water. It's not because of the other things. I know it's not those other things, Carl.
Have I ever said about
the reason you don't drink
traces
water
of
is because
cocaine?
Of the flavor, Carl.
Hello.
Traces of cocaine.
How much water did you drink today?
Traces of cocaine in
water.
Sound.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of tea, so I drink a lot of water.
What kind of tea?
Green.
Green tea. That's my favorite tea. But I'm drinking stress relief tea.
What is that?
Kava.
Kava is not stress relief.
What's that?
That's an opinion.
Isn't Kava like exciting, like a stimulating?
No, this is No, this is Kava stress relief. Eases tension and promotes relaxation.
Is it working?
It could be a placebo.
You sound relaxed.
Yeah, I believe so.
You sound pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed.
Were you relaxed before the tea, or is it the tea did the job?
Both.
That's good. Hey, you want to hear this? Carl's got something to say. You want to hear him say this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Spin it, Carl!
You're watching your Daily Hour with me. It's our long, hard life call-in television talk show that's recorded every day in Thurston County, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 days on leap years. YDHWM began on September 19, 2010, and tapes a week in advance. So if you're watching this program at 11:30 p.m., this episode taped on the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this episode at 2 a.m., this episode taped on the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message. We'll get to your message tomorrow. But now we'll come back to the program. And don't forget, for 40 Yard Away, West Side, party.
Let's let it run through.
Dance.
Dice game.
Music.
Yellowfell, you want to pick a number?
Band performance.
7.
All right, Yellowfell got a 6. You want a T-shirt, Yellowfella? I don't know how we can get you one.
Yeah, I do.
We have T-shirts now.
Oh yeah, I want one.
Send it by courier.
Have you told your friends about the show? That you can hear your voice on the show?
I'll have to do that. I haven't done that in a while.
You can. Have you watched your episodes? I think the ones from a week ago, you were on there. By now, you can watch them on the internet again.
Yeah. I don't think the one. I think the one where I called in originally and my voicemail was playing is on. I haven't found the one where I'm talking to you guys yet.
It'll be up soon. 4s.
All right.
Oh, Steve, we should have picked 4s maybe. But he's probably winning a T-shirt. You see anything on the streets, Yellowfell? Did you get out of the house today?
Yeah, I got out of the house today.
Where'd you go?
I went to a diner.
What kind of diner? Denny's or a local?
A local diner.
What's it called?
Manila's.
Manila's?
Mhm.
I've never been there before. What'd you have?
Pretty good.
What'd you have there?
Avocado omelet.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good. You like avocado omelets, Carl?
Yeah,
I don't like
had
omelets, period.
onions, peppers, mushrooms, cheese, avocado.
Wow.
You don't like omelets? When was the last time you had one?
What's that?
Carl?
Well, I had an egg whites kind of
Ew.
scrambled thing. But
Well, that sounds gross. So egg white, that sounds bad. If that's
Egg white oatmeal omelet.
Yeah, that sounds gross. You need to.
No.
What?
I'm afraid I won't be able to talk to you guys too much longer.
Why?
Oh.
No, not tonight. I mean, in the future.
Why?
What?
I'm trying to destroy my hearing, so.
You're trying to?
Yeah.
Why?
Because then I can get disability checks from the government.
What are you doing to destroy your hearing?
Listening to very high decibel sounds.
Yeah, for like how long? For like you just like sticking your head in the speaker?
Yeah, I just start playing it and then put the headphones on.
Is it working?
Yeah, right now, like I'll run the tap and the water will sound like more distant than it should. But from like crinkling like a bag of chips, it sounds like it's like off in the distance. And I'm hearing like a ringing in my ears right now.
If you like really want disability that badly, you should just lie about your hearing.
No, I'm an honest person.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Let's look at the commercial. Is that so how long have you been doing that?
Oh.
I just started yesterday.
Oh, then you have a long time. I think it takes a while for that to happen.
To destroy your hearing?
Yeah. Well, you could destroy it all at once. You could like listen to something really crazy loud. Oh, I'm destroying my own hearing.
Yeah, I'm worried that I don't have access to a high enough sound.
Yeah,
to
well,
as quick as I'd like to.
You got headphones?
Yeah.
I think if you put the headphones in your ears and just crank it out, that's pretty much loud enough. It'll hurt though, but you can just crank out your headphones really, really, really loud for a long time.
That's what I've been doing so far.
Listen to the feedback or something.
How long do you think that'll take?
Probably only a few days.
We don't know where Carl is.
No!
We talk about landslides. We talk about
Well, that's not too long.
Yes.
Where's Carl?
We don't know. We don't know where you are, I guess.
Hello? It's Kenny.
Okay.
Carl's missing or something. All right. Well, hey, Yellow
Thank you, Bird.
We got a bunch of more messages to listen to, so we'll talk to you again tomorrow. I think you'll still have your hearing, so call us back again, leave another message. Hopefully you'll still have your hearing. Okay, bye.
That reminds me of Fangora magazine, which is kind of like a horror movie magazine that they had a screenshot of some kid with bloody ears from listening to death metal or whatever as a form of punishment. This, it was like some sort of Mr. Hyde character came back to have revenge on a family or something.
That sounds
and
horrible.
So, yeah.
I just looked up 205. I missed the call. Had the phone right next to my head and everything, so I could hear it. And nope. Didn't hear about the things. He called for whatever. Can't remember. I think I asked you a question, but I can't remember what it was now, so, fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
Carl, go put...
Oh, Mr. Ginsu.
That parking garage that was near Freddie's house before he moved that's only for bank employees, like credit union employees.
Oh yeah, but what about at night?
I think at night it's still the glass door says for emergency call this number.
Yeah, but at night it's just empty.
Right, it's empty, but it's still for the credit union.
I just sit here watching the...
All these places are open at night, like schools, parking garages.
What the fuck? All they can do is talk about election.
Yeah.
They mentioned once in a while how they had it wrong, but then they all fly off on something else, and then I don't never talk about what they really fucked up. For the last 2 years, they've been telling us bullshit.
Yep.
And expecting us to believe it. What the fuck? How could so many fucking people be suckered in
Good question.
and fucking use the fucking airwave, fucking try and tilt the election?
Steve wants a
and
5.
then it not work. They are
Nope,
flabbergasted.
Steve, sorry.
They don't know what the fuck hit them.
Well, actually, you still have a chance, though.
That is fucking
unless this is
funny.
one that's already rolled.
I mean,
Oh, what is it? 2?
only speechless because
2's
of
1.
the people that
I have a
you
3.
told me
2's
that,
and 4's.
didn't like how I
You should have picked your 4 like you said you always do, Steve.
Actually, we don't have any media in the country anymore. Sad to say, it's kind of Orwellian.
What about us, Carl? We're the real media.
Whenever you start doing that, the subject changes.
Well, yeah, we are the media because we can't rely on broadcasters to give us media.
We're the media.
So I'm sure that people are going to
You know what I'm
subscribe
saying?
from cable boxes within the next couple of months because they're so disheartened from this election.
Quit listening to the news. Listen to us. We're the media.
If I was free, I'd be with the people that
Carl, you're the media. You're the voice of a generation.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, you're right.
that ain't worked out.
Yeah, I'm the media. I'm the voice of a generation. I'm just the voice of a generation. Carl, you're the voice of a generation.
You know what? It's really disappointing though, is that I'm not able to get any more updates of me getting arrested, being drunk, or whatever. I like to really know.
Yeah, where's that person?
But you said that you would not acknowledge him anymore.
Who? Oh, the text person?
Yeah, you're not going to acknowledge any more texts.
I don't know why you need to challenge me on everything. You think that everything I bring up is a challenge?
You just say stuff.
I said no exceptions, and I said no
Yes,
exceptions, and now you're bringing up the exceptions again.
No.
I said no exceptions.
No.
Just take the no exceptions and take it with you. You want to bring that up?
I guess I'll find another way.
Why are you trying to find another way? I said don't find other ways.
No, to find the person.
What do you mean? How am I stopping you from finding them in any way? It's
Well, that you're not going to call them back.
I did call them back. I tried to call them back.
Well, yeah, but maybe this time will work. Maybe. I have a belief.
Why do everything I have to do need to be challenged, and then you try to find the wrong in everything I'm doing? I don't know why you have to do that to me.
You're not a wrong person.
I know that's what I think, but you always seem to try to make it seem like I am. Hello?
What?
I think you should shut the fuck up, cunt.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Well, who else is there? Carl?
Is this me and Carl today?
Yep, it sounds like you was fucking bitching at Carl again.
It's true. I was a little bit. He was
Carl!
Bitch moan.
Carl's trying to prove me wrong all the time.
Well, no, I just like llamas with hats. Carl!
Everything I say is Carl's like, oh no, I'll prove you wrong. That's their goal in life, I guess.
Hands. I like to eat hands and stab people 37
You're
times.
right. I guess you're right, Carl. I guess you're right. I'm wrong. You must be right.
Carl!
You're fucking wrong. You're wrong, Kenny.
Yeah. What are you doing?
No, Kenny's not wrong.
What are you doing?
Carl just likes to eat hands, and that's bad.
Hands?
Yeah, llamas with hats. Don't you know?
I don't know.
Well, it's been out there for forever, so.
You're eating your own hand?
No, it's a stupid internet video.
Oh.
It's llamas with hats.
What are you doing, Mr. Ginsu?
Carl?
I'm wondering if Carl can stick his own hand in his own mouth.
Man, that's too much.
Is that a trick where you like you ask somebody to do that and then you push them their hand or something?
Yeah.
Or you say,
and then it gets stuck, and then his hand gets stuck in his mouth, and he has to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And explain why his hand is stuck in his mouth.
You say, I heard that your hand is never bigger than your face.
Yeah, do that, Carl. Put your hand on your
Carl,
face.
I heard that my
your
hand is never bigger than my eyeball.
I heard your hand is never bigger than your face, and then you hit them, and then they hit themselves.
Oh.
So, Carl, test it out. Test the theory out. Prove it wrong.
Who?
Put your hand up on your face.
What?
Put your hand on your face.
I already did that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna hit Carl. And I mean, this is.
Fuck you.
What do you?
Hey, if it bleeds, it leads. Come on, let's have a fight. Fight, fight, fight.
Okay. Okay, here we go. What are you doing, Mr. Ginsu? What are you doing?
Blowing my nose.
Boy.
Why, are you sick?
Well, we are the media.
We're
we
the
need
media.
to lead if we bleed.
You have the allergies? Are you sick? What's going on?
No, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just got bullshit coming out my nose.
Yeah. Is it?
Are you bleeding?
Are you sick?
You must lead the news down there in Oregon, bro.
I ain't bleeding like you're gonna be whenever I get there.
Are you sick?
I love that. Yeah.
I'm a bitch, motherfucker. I would tell you, you're funny, motherfucker.
How you feel?
You're full of
Hey, don't
questions,
insult me. I'm not funny.
How you feeling in general? Are you sick or?
I'm not a
or
comedian.
Or is it just the that's true?
You're fucking funnier than shit, motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh. Hey,
You're twice as funny as a polished turd.
Wrong. Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No.
Yes.
Wrong.
Thanks for watching.
Don't disagree with me. Just do what I tell you.
Well, that's the foundation of the program. You're wrong.
It's not. 11:30 and 2 a.m. It shouldn't be anyway, but it's becoming that because Carl's keep on doing that and he thinks it's so funny.
I'm not funny.
Three goes more the crew and everything if you want though. Ann, Ashley, Cedar, Krista, Dick, Dylan, Elias, Brad, Grace, Jay, Jerry, Jim, Joe, Kurt, Mr. Ginsu's on the crew. Whitney, Ray.
No.
UFO FBI, thank you. TCTV, LaVebe, Jody Fabulous, Graham, Supplemental.com, John Webster, Thurston County Washington State, USA, thank you.
Are you talking
Yours,
over me?
listeners, hell yeah, dog.
Woof woof.
You can't talk over me.
We just did. Bye.
Freaking
Woof.
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Dirty man.
Your daily
hell.
It's
All right, you guys have a good man, because I'm going to go to sleep.
Good night.
Yeah.
Steve won the dice game.
Steve won the dice game.
Yellow fellow is trying to get a job
at the
place.
great dice game.
He said if call him back tomorrow if he doesn't get the job that we're going to be mad at him. Carl's missing. Bird's here.
Pretty much winter.
Born every night at 11:30 tournament. Teachers on 22 360 364384. I ate too many donuts.
Yay, donuts.
Bye.